Good evening, and thank you once again for tuning in to Maximize Your Life with Pastor Marcus. It is Wednesday night, and we are in the house. I don't know about you, but it is Valentine's Day tonight. You probably gonna see this tomorrow when we air, but I want to wish everyone a happy Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is not recognized in the Bible, but I like to recognize Valentine's Day because it is the day of love, where we take time to thank God and thank the people who we are connected to. It may be a husband, it may be a wife, it may be a daughter. We thank God for loving relationships. And so that's why I like to take out time on Valentine's Day to say happy Valentine's Day. Celebrate the love in your life. Celebrate the people in your life. It is nothing wrong with letting people know that you love them. Amen. Amen. So with that, tonight, we are going to go right into our lesson. Our lesson is coming from Luke chapter 17, verse 1 through 5. And I'm going to read that. And I feel like verse 5 is kind of comical. I love verse 5 because that's going to be my response. But I'm going to read it. My Bible does read a little bit different. And we're going to go right into the lesson. All right. Here's Jesus talking to his disciples. Luke chapter 17, verse number 1 through 5. This is Jesus, said to his disciples, "It is inevitable that stumbling blocks will come." In other words, he says in the King James Version, offenses will come. There's no way to get around it. But woe to him through whom they come. It would be better for him if a milestone were hung around his neck and he were thrown into the sea than that he would cause one of these little ones to stumble. Verse number 3. Be on your guard. If your brother sins against you, rebuke him, and if he repents, forgive him. Well, verse 4. If he sins against you 7 times a day, oh Jesus, why you say that? And return to you 7 times saying, I repent, forgive him. Now watch verse 5. This is why I love verse 5. The disciples said to him, Lord, increase our faith. Lord, you got to help me through that one, Jesus. 7 times. All right, and so tonight we are talking about forgiveness. So I want you to say this. I've got to let it go. Say it again. I've got to let it go. All right. So I thought this lesson would be so great. I wanted to teach on what's love got to do with it since it's Wednesday night. It's Valentine's Day. But this lesson, God kind of overtook all my little notes and redirected me to this passage of scripture. I love the passage of scripture. What we're talking about is forgiveness. Why is forgiveness so important, especially on the day of love? Because a lot of times what smothers love, what kills love is our inability to let things go. You'll be so surprised how many relationships are affected simply because people are holding on to past hurts, past frustrations, past things that happened years ago. But are still holding on to it. And what it does is it smothers and it kills out the love in relationships. And so tonight we're talking about love. I want to start off by saying forgiveness is not my issue. Forgiveness is not my issue. Deeper down in the lesson, we are going to get to what is my issue. But I really love the fact that the disciples say to Jesus, Lord, increase our faith. In other words, it's saying, God, so you mean to tell me if somebody do something against me 7 times a day and they say, please forgive me. Your command is that I have to forgive 7 times the same person you messed up 7 different times. I can do this. I can forgive you for different stuff, but don't keep making the same mistake. That ain't a mistake no more. You know what I'm saying? But exactly. So 7 times, it kind of highlights the beginning point of Jesus' lesson. And he's teaching on forgiveness. He says, offenses will come. Expect people to offend you. How crazy is that? Expect offenses. Man, so you mean to tell me I gotta expect people to say stuff crazy to me? Expect people to do stuff crazy to me. You know what? I'm gonna say it like this. We have to have a realistic understanding and expectation of the world around us. Just because you're trying to live right don't mean everybody around you is trying to live right. Just because you're trying to do right don't mean everybody around you is going to do you right. I want us, especially as Christians or people of light, that's what we call ourselves, whatever you consider yourself to do, if you're trying to live right or live better, I want you to understand that offenses will come. People will offend you. Not everybody is going to treat you right, no matter how you treat them. I want us to understand that. You have to just simply decide the kind of person you're going to be. Because if you are waiting to respond to people how they respond to you, it's going to come a time where you are going to get mad. I want you to get that. I want us to understand that people are going to do things. People are going to say things. People are going to be people. There are a whole lot of good people in the world. But there are some people who, no matter how much you love, no matter how good you are to them, they are simply not going to be good to you. That's the truth. Jesus says to the disciples, offenses will come. People are going to people are going to do things against you. And I love what he says. I believe this in verse 3. He says, take heed to yourself. This is what he says in the King James Version. Take heed to yourself. You can't control what nobody else does but who? Yourself. You can't control how nobody says something to you, but you can't control what you say to them. You can't control what nobody does to you, but you can't control what you do to them. Jesus says, take heed to yourself. That's what it says in the King James Version. After an offense, it's your choice on how to handle it. And I want to tell us this. How you respond is what makes the difference. I heard a quote that said, life is 20% of what happens to you and 80% of how you respond to it. I want you to get this. I want you to get this. Your life cannot be changed to a point. It can be changed by what people do to you. But ultimately, what's going to dramatically affect your life is how you respond to the things that come against you. I want us to get that. Okay, and so now I'm going to highlight this. The common response versus the correct response. What is the common response? What is a common response when somebody make you mad? You said, now this is my issue. This Pastor Marcus, and I'm being real. My issue is this. I'm such a loving person. I'm such a genuine, patient person, right? If you get me to the point of anger, you deserve what comes with it. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. The common response is, if you hit me, I'm going to hit you back. If you slap me, when I come back around, come on. The common response was there you go. You know, the common response is immediate retaliation because you get angry or you get hurt and then angry. And then here it is. Because you are done wrong or offended and you are the one to deal with the pain, now you want somebody else to understand where you're coming from. Right? So you slap me. Maybe you don't understand how I feel to be slapped, so let me slap you. Right? Right. And so this is why one of the reasons why forgiveness is one of those touchy subjects, because we feel justified in our retaliation. Right? If you hit me, you deserve to get hit back. Maybe you expected me to do something that you yourself ain't ready to do, and I need to help you to understand this is not something that you do to people. You know what I'm saying? The common response is immediate retaliation. Initially, you get hurt, you get angry, and when you feel pain inflicted by someone else, it makes you want to make them feel the same pain. And you know, that's the common, is that true? The common response is to retaliate. It makes the forgiveness so difficult because we feel, I know, but you know what? And I feel like God have to run me through the test at least once or twice a year. I'm gonna say once or twice every 6 months, because what he does is, and here's the catch of tonight's lesson. The catch of tonight's lesson is, how do you respond? How do you respond? The common response is I'm gonna knock you out. Here's what God does to me. He puts me in situations. This is just for me. He puts me in situations where I have the upper hand, but how am I going to respond to a situation? I'm gonna share a situation that happened to me. You know, I'm not going to get too personal, but a little while ago, there was a situation where some guys, you know, I don't fight no more. I'm too old for that. But they were actually, you know, they were trying to get physical. And so the thing with Marcus is, you know, it's not about where you come from, but, you know, when I know how to handle myself a little bit. And so the guy, you know, they come in, but, you know, they're drunk. You know, they drunk. And so immediately in my mind, I can demolish you right now. I can completely waste you away right now. Right? But here's the test. The test for Marcus is, how do you respond? How do you respond? And see now, and the reason why I'm highlighting that tonight is because I want us to understand that life is 20% of what happens to you, but it's 80% of how you respond to the situation. Now, I could have given the common response. I could have given the immediate retaliation response, but instead, you know what I did? And you know what? Thank God for working on me, because I walked away.
Amen. What?
Let me tell you, I'm not saying that because I'm Pastor Marcus. Pastor Marcus would knock somebody out, but we thank God. You know, He's working. I want to be so transparent, because the question tonight is, how do you respond? God is working. How do you respond? Look, this is what makes the subject so difficult, because you feel justified. You become drawn into the emotions of the moment. How many times have you gotten into a heated discussion and somebody said something, and you know you can say something better back to them? Did you say it or did you walk away? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. You bit your tongue. The Lord is working on you.
God made me shut up. I walked away. When I say I walked away, I literally walked away and I started, you know what, God? And I went off, talking to God. Because if I had went off on that person,
you become that's right, because you become drawn into the moment. And when somebody hurts you, it is funny how when you hurt, you want to hurt somebody else.
Yeah.
When you mad, you want to make somebody else mad. How you feeling? You want somebody else to feel what it is and when you feel it and how you feeling. That's how it is. You drawn into it, and it makes you want to retaliate the same way. And this is what I believe Jesus is speaking of when he says, woe be unto him through whom offenses come. Now check it out. He says, woe be unto him through whom offenses come. In other words, he's saying, don't you be the one to inflict damage on somebody. And I feel like he said that because he looked at, Jesus in his wisdom. He already know people going to say stuff against you. Right behind offenses will come. He says, woe be unto them through whom they come. In other words, just because somebody hurts you, don't give you the right to hurt somebody else. Boy, see, it's them texts like that you be wanting to put white out on the page. You like, we go, Jesus, wait a minute, Jesus, maybe. I got the misprint. He says, people are going to do things to you, but that does not give you the right to do things to other people. Wow, Jesus. Wow. You going to tie my hands like that? Woe be unto him through whom they come. Oftentimes you end up lashing out at others the same way somebody lashed out at you. But here's the understanding. The understanding is what makes unforgiveness so toxic is that somebody can do something to you at the beginning of your day, and you will hold on to that throughout the whole course of your day. And then you mad at people that didn't do nothing to you. That's why I was just finna go with that. Why are you making the people at home pay for what the people at work did? Why are you making the people at work pay for what the people at home did? It's a problem of he says, woe unto him through whom offenses come. It's a warning to you for us to not be as destructive as somebody else may have been to us. He does not give us an excuse. Just because somebody hurt you, that does not give you the right to hurt somebody else. Just because somebody cuts you out, don't give you the right to cut somebody else. And let me go a little bit deeper. Just because somebody cut you off, that don't give you the right. Come on, somebody, to cut them off. Look, touch your neighbor and say, ouch and amen. Ouch and amen. Just because somebody do something to you, it does not give you the right, look at that, to do the same thing to somebody else. Whoa. Unto him through whom offenses come. Oh my God. You are going to be hurt. You are going to be offended, but that's not your excuse to hurt and offend somebody else. I want us to catch that we are That's right. We are supposed to be the light. And it's so difficult being the light. It's so difficult being the light. You know, some people say Christianity is easy. I'm going to say Christianity is challenging. Because you want to respond like everybody else responds. You want to say the same stuff that everybody else say. But the understanding is that we have to be the example. How do you respond? Come on, this is the question now. How do you respond? Do you respond like everybody else responds? Because if you respond like everybody else responds, that's not light. You're not being the light. Come on. And then you know what? You know, when Jesus, come on, Jesus. Come on, Jesus. How do you respond? God tells us the way to respond to offenses is forgiveness. Forgiveness is God's instruction to us as a response when a person has wronged or offended you. Now, here's the question. What is forgiveness? What is forgiveness to you? I'm going to tell you what forgiveness is not. And look, it's a 2-part lesson. Next week, we're going to go right into it. What forgiveness, I'm going to tell you what forgiveness is, and I'm going to tell you what forgiveness is not. Forgiveness is not giving somebody the 3-strike rule. That's not forgiveness. That's not forgiveness. No, that's not forgiveness. We're going to go into that a little bit further on next time. But look, here it is. You do. We're going to get into that. That's next week's lesson. Be angry and sin not. Now look, they're going into next week's lesson. You got to tune in because that's a good one. But forgiveness is not the three strikes you out. I'm gonna let him make it this time, but if he do it again, I'm gonna slap him. That's not forgiveness. That's not forgiveness. That's not forgiveness. It's not. All right. Forgiveness is a conscious or deliberate decision to release feelings of resentment or vengeance toward the person or group who has wronged you, regardless of whether they deserve it or not. Thank you. The disciples said, Lord, what you talking about? I need some training to get there. Come on, out your name, man. We all are works in progress. We all are. That's right. We all are works in progress. Yes. Do you have to smile? That is a real good question.
When I come into this person's presence or they come into my presence and everybody all happy go lucky, but you just threw some shade on my scenery and I'm just looking at you like, I have to work with you, I can talk to you, but don't y'all expect me to be
all right. She asked the question. She asked the question, and the question was,
that's okay. Play nice. I don't like playing. I work with you. There you go. But I don't want to play. There you go.
All right. Now here's the question. She asked, I don't know if you heard that or not for the viewers. She asked, do I have to smile? Basically, somebody that you have to work with or deal with on a consistent basis who you know is basically coming for you. Do I have to be fake? Do I have to smile? Do I have to be giddy? Here's my answer. My answer according to the word, no. I would never be fake. Here's what I said. Release all feelings of vengeance and retaliation. In other words, I'm not looking for, the opportunity to get you back. But I'm not going to fake with you. Here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say this. I would not be fake. God don't call us to be fake. The thing is you are releasing your feelings of vengeance. Basically, you're saying, okay, let's just say this person is throwing shade on your name. And then right in the same hour, you have the opportunity to throw shade on their name. That's when forgiveness comes in. The thing is, you don't take the opportunity to do to them what they did to you. Now,
still hold on to it.
It's a conscious and deliberate decision to release the feeling. Now, here's the thing about forgiveness. Sometimes forgiveness does not come naturally. Right. And I want to say that people will tell you that it's just going, no. It is a conscious and deliberate decision. A conscious, and look, here's the thing is, if you're not used to doing it, you have to put it in practice, because it does not come naturally. This is something that Lord, increase my faith. This is something that you have to put in practice. You have to put forgiveness in practice if you want to have healthy relationships. You are going to have to learn how to let it go. Even for those people who do you wrong that you have to work with, that you know is trying to throw shade on you. Here's what I love about what you said, because what you said is, do I have to smile? I don't have to smile. I don't have to fake. I can let you know I see exactly who you are. At the same time, I can let you know I'm not going to fight against you, because the reason why I don't have to fight is because I have a God that says vengeance is mine. And here's what I learned about God. What I learned about God is every single time you don't take vengeance, you leave the vengeance in God's hands. And I have seen God on plenty of times get folk back.
Yeah, and that's a good thing. Yeah.
See, and that, but you see, but now here's the thing. The thing is you have, and this is why I say a conscious and deliberate decision, because I can't sit here waiting to see you downfall. I don't want to see you hurt. I don't want to see you have to you have to clean your heart. Basically, it's cleaning your heart of the feelings of resentment and wanting to get back and wanting to see this person go down. Because ultimately, what happened is, if they doing you wrong, or if this is just the way that they are, the cycles today, they put in motion their own downfall. So you don't have to do nothing. You don't have to wish they downfall, because they walking themselves right on in. You understand what I'm saying? The thing is with forgiveness is we have to learn to what? Let it go. Let it go. That's the catch of tonight's lesson. We have to learn to let it go. That's right, a conscious and deliberate decision. A conscious and deliberate decision to let it go. You know what? And I'm gonna be real with y'all. There was a time in my life that people said some stuff to me that I actually had to pray, Lord, help me to forgive. Help me to forgive. Help me to let this go. Help me to let this go. Because you know what? You know how, and this is so real tonight. I hope this blesses somebody. Because at the back of my mind, I'm thinking of, how much stuff I could have done, how much stuff I could do. For what Lord, increase my faith. Come on, say that after me. Say, Lord, increase my faith. We got to learn to let it go. What God does is he comes in and he simply says, forgive. You have to let it go. It's a guideline from God. Now, here's the thing. And we had 22 minutes and I'm almost done. Forgiveness is a guideline from God. Now, watch it. Not because it sounds pretty. You know how, folk at church, you got to forgive. You're going to be a beautiful person because you forgive. No. I'm not telling you to forgive tonight because I want you to look like a Christian. I'm not telling you that. I'm telling you to forgive because God said forgive. Not just that, but the understanding is that forgiveness is the way to produce a healthy mindset and a healthy emotional state. Here's what I have in my notes. Forgiveness is a guideline from God, not because it's the pretty and beautiful thing to do or pretty to say, but because it's necessary for mental and emotional health. I want you to get that. God tells us to forgive because you are making your mind healthy when you let it go. You are making your emotions healthy when you let it go. And next week, I guarantee you, we are definitely going to go into a little bit deeper than 7 times 7, how we hold on to things. But it's impossible for you to have a healthy life if you don't know how to forgive. I want you to catch that. It will be impossible for you to have a healthy relationship if you cannot forgive. This is relationship with your husband, your baby daddy, your baby mama, your boo-boo, your sweetheart, your wife, your children, your mom, your dad. If you don't know how to forgive, it is very unlikely that you are going to have lasting and healthy relationships. That's all right. That's what we're doing.
You ever seen anybody that never forgiven anybody, or that they never forgiven anybody, but they never have a healthy relationship with anybody.
With nobody. With anybody.
With themselves.
Yeah. I want you. I want us to catch it tonight, because my job is to lead us to happy, fulfilling lives. You will not have a fulfilling life holding on to the pain. Let me tell you something. And this is tonight, lesson. I'm gonna conclude with this. Holding on to the anger and the pain is like holding a 5-pound weight.
Yeah, constantly.
Now look, here's it. You hold a 5-pound weight. I'm pretty strong. I can hold it. You can handle it. That you just said it. You can handle it. You try putting a 5-pound book in your hand. See how long you can hold it. That first 5 minutes, you're going to be fine. That next 10 minutes, you may be fine. After about 15, 20 minutes, that 5 pounds start to feel like 50 pounds. After about an hour, that 5 pounds will start to feel like 500 pounds. What's going to happen to your arm? It goes from going up. I want you to understand something about not letting things go that we need to let go of. The hurts, the pains, the anger, the resentment. These things, you feel like you can handle them because it's just 5 pounds. Now, here, this is just one. Now, this is somebody that said something to you when you were 12 years old. I want you to get it. That's one 5-pound weight. Hold on. I'm going to let you get it. Now, watch this. That's one person. And what about 10 other people that said something to you at 12 years old that you're holding on? 5 pounds each. Come on. Now, this is all. Now, from 12 to 13, how much weight? This is, let's say 3 pounds each. 3 pounds each of somebody that said something to you that you have not let go of. Over the time, over years, what happens? More and more weight, because you don't realize you are holding on to something that you should have let go. And when you don't, it constantly weighs on you and you don't realize it. But you're stacking on more and more weight. They say this, but you're holding it. You're not releasing it. They said that they did that, but you hold it. You're not releasing it. They did this to me. It hurt my feelings. After 10 years of holding on to things, it is very unlikely for you to make any kind of progress at all, because you are holding on to so much weight. Tonight's lesson is we have to learn to let it go. Jesus says, whoa, it is a warning, because a destructive mentality is not only destructive to people on the outside, but it is destructive to yourself on the inside. And the more you do not release, the more that you don't let go, the more you are holding on. Now, I like a song by Erykah Badu. It's called Bag Lady. Y'all get the gist of the song? Bag Lady, you gonna miss your bus. You can't hurry up because you got too much stuff. A lot of times we are just like that, trying to jump in relationships, holding on to the weight of everything, every other relationship that every other man has said, every other woman has said, every other person has ever done to us. You are not going to be in a healthy, lasting relationship holding on to the pains of your past. Tonight, I want you to say this with me. I have to let it go. Let it go. So what? They did it. Let it go. So what? They said it. Let it go. You holding on to it, but guess what? They running free. You know what? A lot of people, I talk to so many people that my daddy, he treated me so bad. He wasn't there for me. And my question to them, it really shocking. I say something to them, I got that, man, and I feel you, bro. You got to live with that. My question to them, how you think your daddy feel right now? You think your daddy losing sleep? Who losing sleep because you holding on to that? I want you to get it. Tyler Perry said it best. He said, forgiveness ain't for you. This is my deal saying. Forgiveness ain't for you, baby. Forgiveness ain't for them. It's for you. Forgiveness ain't for them. It's for you. Who's stand up? Who's angry? Who's still hurt about it? The people that did you wrong, they're going to apologize and walk away. But because it hurt you, you still holding on to it. And the thing is, healthy, I want us to get this. To have a healthy and happy life, we have to learn and understand there are some people that are going to, offenses are going to come. We have to learn to let it go. The more you hold on to that pain, the more you hold on to that hurt, the more you hold on to the things of your past, the harder it's going to be for you to move forward and progress in your life, in your relationships, and in your career. I want to tell you tonight to let it go. Thank you once again for tuning in. We are going to have more conversation offline. Tune in next week for part 2 of the lesson, the 7 times 7. Lord, you got to increase my faith. Lord, have mercy. So tonight, remember, let it go. This is Maximize Your Life with Pastor Marcus. Go watch all the other videos, all the other lessons on our YouTube channel, TGM Television. Visit our website. I do a blog every Wednesday and Friday. Good motivational topics. You can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at @the_God movement. We post daily motivational videos. I post daily motivational quotes on my page at @_Minister Marcus on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. Daily motivational videos is just maybe a 30-second video just to keep you motivated, keep you inspired, keep you wanting to live better, to see better, to do better. So I try to teach better habits to build better lives. So thank you once again for tuning in. Thank you, my TGM family, for joining tonight. Amen. And once again, happy Valentine's Day. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you guys next week. Be